Oh yeah, ay. When you need a hand and you don't know why, just know that I'll be there. When the road is long and you feel so tired, just know that I'll be there.
Good morning, YouTube. Hey, John Reagan here with It's those wide handlebars. I keep forgetting they're so big. E-Powersport, and I wanted to talk to you today about our Watt Wagons Hydra we have here. I freaking love this bike. I just gotta say, as far as handling and power and all that kind of stuff, just a freaking super arrow. It just flies. It's incredible, actually. It comes with the M620, and this isn't just your standard M620 either. This comes with the Archon X1 controller. That's an $850 upgrade on its own, and it really pushes the motor and the bike really just to its limits. It's awesome. So the reason I'm talking about this bike today is one, had it for sale as a demo for a bit, and in the last few weeks I've gotten calls from people, and I'm not gonna say they're insulting, but some of them have been like, wow, like, you would really go and ask somebody to do that? Okay, maybe you don't understand the supply chain issues in place right now, but that's all right. As a matter of fact, last night I had a guy contact me, and maybe it's because I believe in customer service and I respond, you know, if I'm up and it's after hours still, and maybe that gives the idea that I'm desperate to make the sale, which I'm not. So I apologize if I'm giving you the wrong impressions. But yeah, so, and it was funny because this person didn't just want me to give them a discount on the bike because of the 200 miles it has on it from testing and stuff, but they wanted me to change out the transmission, the gearing in the back with a $2,000 transmission and give them this discount. I was like, no, I won't be doing that. Well, how about you put a belt drive on it instead of the chain? And that's really what, at that point I knew this person had no idea about these bikes. They were just trying to work down a deal and, you know, tell their friends they got a killer deal on a badass bike, because anybody that actually knows anything about these bikes knows a belt drive is not the way to go. A belt drive is only capable up to about 80 Newton meters of torque, and anything beyond that, once you hit 100 Newton meters and above, you start shredding the belts like crazy. We actually had a supplier tell us they wouldn't sell us belt drive configured bikes because of all their testing that proved they don't handle all that torque. Even with the Kinnerney transmission hub gear, set to the belt drive, still doesn't do it. It rips them apart. So Gates belt drive doesn't matter. Carbon belt drive doesn't matter. It needs a wider belt. It needs a thicker belt. It needs a better, perfectly designed belt for the application. So yeah, it was at that point I just told the guy, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it right at myself. Because it's obvious here, all this person was trying to do. After hours, mind you, I'm responding to this guy after hours. Should have a little more courtesy than to try and knuckle me down on price. I had another guy, he had some issues getting the money together to get it, that was fine. But then the person before him was, I mean, God, I actually at one point had to keep myself from laughing at him over the phone. The text was like, that's a joke, right? Because he actually wanted a 40% discount. And it's like, no. So, just so you know, I'm not desperate to sell the bike. The bike's fucking amazing. It's incredible to ride. When I plug it in with a 10 amp charger and it takes less than 2 hours to charge, I mean, this is a get around town, do whatever you need to do kind of bike. And if you need to get out of trouble, it's got the power to push you through it. So yeah, unfortunately, with all the lowball offers I've been getting on it lately, I just am most likely just going to keep it myself and ride it. So it also tells me though that even though Watt Wagons puts together an incredible product, something that's just amazing to ride and awesome to use, you as the public don't have the value quotient to it that is required for it to be a sellable product. So unfortunately, because of that, because of a lot of these interactions that have indicated that to us, we may stop carrying Watt Wagons altogether. I love it. I think it's a great bike. I think the product's solid. Needs some work here and there, but you know, overall great stuff, good quality. And the pricing is high, but it's in line with what the quality is. If you go and try and get this on another bike, like this setup with all the dropper seat posts, that level of it, the DVO shocks, I mean the power that's involved here in the motor with the Archon X1 controller, it's going to cost you a lot more. Other companies are selling it for a couple grand less, but they're also using lower grade shocks. They're also using a less powerful motor. They're not using carbon fiber rims. They're using aluminum rims. So where they're cutting corners, we're adding value. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess if you as the public don't see that value to where I can actually sell these, you know, and make a little money, a couple $100 a unit or something, then it's really not worth it to me to even bother with it, honestly. So I may just keep it as my one-off and my rider, you know, as the reminder of, hey, sometimes no matter how great a product is, people just don't want to pay that for it no matter what. And unfortunately, that seems to be the case with our Watt Wagons Hydra here. So yeah, since I'm out of bike, my daily rider's down because of the accident, it looks like I will be daily riding this bad boy. So to all you guys that were drilling over it, sorry, I'm going to be taking it down. I'll tell you what. I'll give you till the end of today. If somebody offers me a real offer by the end of today, they can have it. Otherwise, I'm just going to take it down and ride it myself. All right? So, yeah, it's a fun bike. It's got some amazing parts on it. It's super solid. Yeah, and with that 10 amp charger and the fact I can charge it now in less than 2 hours, forget about it. I'll just ride all over the place. Especially if you guys don't see the value in it that I do, I'm sorry. But it's a rock solid little bike. Big bike, really. Pretty awesome.